Hey everyone, and welcome back to another deep dive. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, today we're looking at something kind of unexpected,
Yeah, tell them, what are we diving into?
gardening. But not the typical stuff you might think.
Not the pretty flowers and,
Exact.
the perfectly manicured lawns.
This one's a little different.
Yeah, we're getting into the weeds of gardening,
Okay, see what you did there.
too.
But seriously, we're talking about weeds today.
Yeah, strategically using them.
Our main source is this blog post from kianmeng.org.
Okay, I know that blog.
Yeah, the author's a self-described old software plumber, so
Interesting combination, right?
I know you wouldn't expect them to be a gardening enthusiast.
But hey, that's the fun part, right? Unexpected perspectives.
Exactly. So this post is called Notes on Gardening, Part 377, The Benefits of Strategic Weed Planting.
Benefits and weed planting in the same sentence, huh?
I know, right? It definitely caught my eye.
So what's the argument? What's this plumber gardener proposing?
So basically they're saying that certain weeds, when, carefully chosen
Okay.
and contained, they can actually be a good ground cover.
Like replacing the mulch or something.
Yeah. And even aesthetically pleasing.
That's a tough sell for most people, I'd say.
Yeah, but they give this example with Alternanthera dentata.
Oh, yeah, I know that one. That's a pretty common landscaping plant.
Right. And they pair it with Phyllantus niruri.
Now, that one, that's a weed for sure.
Yeah.
See it all the time.
So I'm curious from like a botanical perspective.
Yeah.
What's the deal with these two plants? Like, where are they from?
Well, the Alternanthera, I think it's originally from South America,
Oh, wow.
but it does really well in lots of places. It's popular because of the colors.
Like the foliage.
Yeah, the leaves,
Hmm.
deep purples, greens, really vibrant.
So it makes sense why people use it as ground cover.
Right, because it spreads nicely.
It fills in those spaces.
Now, the Phyllantus, that one is a bit more widespread. I think it's considered native in a lot of tropical and subtropical regions.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of delicate looking.
Yep.
Small leaves, kind of feathery almost.
I'm looking at the picture the blogger included.
Oh,
And they've got the Alternanthera and Phyllantus growing together. And
does it look as bad as it sounds?
actually, no, it's kind of cool. You've got the boldness of the Alternanthera
Yeah.
next to that fine texture of the Phyllantus.
So they play off each other visually.
Yeah, I actually kind of like it. It's like, in a painting when you use different textures or,
That's a good analogy.
yeah, or negative space in a photo.
It's like what you don't plant can actually contribute to the look.
Right. And it's funny because we always think of weeds as taking away from the beauty,
Yeah, like they're the enemy.
but this blog post is making me see it differently.
It's a good reminder that sometimes you got to break the rules a little.
Exactly.
And, this whole idea of using so-called weeds, it's like part of a bigger trend right now, a focus on native plants and whatnot.
Okay, I'm interested. Tell me more about that.
So, like a lot of the plants that we consider weeds, they're actually native to our areas, right?
That makes sense.
They've already adapted to the local climate, the soil.
Yeah.
They know how to survive here, and they have a role to play in the ecosystem.
So you're saying that by adding these weeds to our gardens.
It can actually help, yeah. We're promoting biodiversity,
Wow. So it's not just about the looks.
It's about the whole ecosystem, bringing in those beneficial insects.
Oh, like pollinators.
Exactly. Birds, too,
Yeah.
creating a more sustainable, balanced environment.
Right, in our own backyard.
Exactly.
This is pretty cool. I'm starting to see how this idea of strategic weed planting.
You can have some real benefits, right?
Yeah, and the blogger mentioned it's also cost effective.
Oh, for sure. You're not buying all these fancy plants.
And you're spending less time weeding.
There you go. More time to enjoy your garden.
But I'm guessing there are also some challenges.
Oh, absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, even the blogger talks about how you got to be careful,
Right.
which weeds to choose and where to put them.
It's not just letting everything grow wild.
No. Some weeds, they can be invasive.
Oh, I've definitely experienced that.
They spread like crazy and crowd out all the other plants.
So it sounds like you really need to do your research.
Absolutely. You
Yeah.
got to know your local plants,
Yeah.
what works in your area, what doesn't.
Almost like you're a weed detective or something.
I like that. Yeah. It's about knowing the good guys from the bad guys.
And I'm guessing it's not just about identifying them, but understanding how they grow.
Exactly. Some weeds, they're fine in a wide open space,
Yeah.
but put them next to your prized roses.
Disaster.
Exactly. So containment, that's another key thing.
Choose carefully. Placement is important.
Right.
Anything else we need to be thinking about? Like allergies.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Some weeds can trigger allergies.
Yeah.
So you got to think about that, especially if you've got kids or pets.
Right. Or if you're sensitive yourself.
Definitely. Maybe do a little patch test for them, see how you react.
Good idea. So this is definitely a balancing act.
It is. It is. Weighing the good and the bad.
Finding that sweet spot between the beauty and the,
And the potential chaos.
Exactly.
Because remember, not all weeds are created equal.
Right. Some might look pretty, but have those crazy root systems.
Right. Or some might be good for insects, but release chemicals that mess with other plants.
So it's about finding those weeds that are both aesthetically pleasing.
And well-behaved.
Yes. And maybe even challenging our ideas of what's a good plant versus a bad plant.
Exactly. It's all about perspective, isn't it?
It really is. This deep dive has been eye-opening. I'm actually starting to think maybe a perfectly weed-free garden.
It might not be the only way to go.
Right. This blogger has given me a lot to think about. What about you? Would you ever try incorporating weeds into your garden?
You know what? I think I just might.
Yeah,
It's kind of a fun challenge, right? To find the beauty in something that everyone else ignores.
that's a great way to put it.
It's like one person's trash is another person's treasure.
Exactly. Maybe we need to start looking at weeds differently.
With a fresh perspective.
Exactly. And even the word weed.
Yeah, it's so loaded.
It is. Like, what is a weed?
Anyway, it's all about context, right? Like dandelions,
Oh, yeah. People either love them or hate them.
to some it's a pest, to others it's a flower.
Food, medicine, even.
Exactly. So yeah, it makes you think,
If we can find value in something as simple as a dandelion,
imagine what else we're missing.
that's a powerful thought. All right, so wrapping up our dive into strategic weed planting,
Yeah, good stuff.
I think the main takeaway is to be open to new possibilities.
Challenge those assumptions.
Maybe there's more to weeds than we think,
Absolutely. More beauty, more utility.
and maybe even more to discover in other areas of our lives.
Right. Who knows what else we're overlooking?
That's a great question for our listeners to ponder.
Yeah, what other weeds are out there waiting to be appreciated?
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, and be sure to check out the full blog post on canmeng.org with all the photos and everything.
And don't forget to take a look at your own backyard.
You never know what treasures you might find hiding in plain sight.
Happy gardening, everyone.
Until next time.
Yeah, it's like, a lot of what we call weeds,
Yeah.
they're actually native to our areas.
Mm-hmm.
They've adapted to the climate,
Oh, right.
the soil.
That makes sense.
They belong here in a way, and they've got a role to play in the whole ecosystem.
Okay.
So by adding them back into our gardens,
Yeah.
it's almost like we're promoting biodiversity. You know what I mean?
I'm starting to see that.
Yeah, we're bringing back those beneficial insects.
Oh, like the pollinators and stuff?
Exactly. Maybe even attracting some birds.
Yeah.
Creating this like a more balanced, sustainable environment.
Wow. And it all starts in our backyards.
Exactly.
I never thought of it that way.
And, let's not forget the practical side of things, too.
Oh, right. Like what?
Well, like the blogger said, it's really cost effective.
Oh, yeah. You're not buying a bunch of plants.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're using what's already there.
And less weeding.
There you go. More time to just enjoy your garden, right?
Okay. But I have to imagine there are some challenges, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, even the blogger mentions, you got to be careful
About what?
about which weeds to choose
Yeah.
and where you plant them.
So you can't just let anything grow wild.
Oh, no. Some weeds, they're just too invasive.
I've learned that the hard way.
They'll just take over everything,
Oh, yeah.
crowd out the other plants.
So it sounds like you need to know what you're doing.
You got to do your research for sure.
Uh-huh.
You got to know your local plants.
Right.
What works in your area, what doesn't.
Almost like you're a weed detective or something.
I love that. Yeah, it's about, knowing the good guys from the bad guys.
And I'm guessing it's not just about identifying them.
No, you got to understand how they grow, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some weeds, they're fine in, a wide open space.
Yeah.
But put them next to your prize-winning roses.
Oh, that's not good.
Total disaster.
Yeah.
So yeah, containment is key.
So we've got choose carefully. Placement is important.
Right.
Anything else we should be thinking about? Like allergies?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Some weeds can definitely trigger allergies,
Right.
So you got to think about that, especially if you got kids or pets.
Yeah. Or if you have allergies yourself.
For sure.
Yeah.
Maybe do a little patch test first, see how you react.
Oh, that's smart. So it's all about weighing those pros and cons.
It is. Finding that balance.
Between the good and the maybe not so good.
Yeah, the beauty and the potential chaos,
Exactly.
Because remember, not all weeds are created equal.
Right. Some might be really pretty, but they have these massive root systems.
Yeah, or they could be really beneficial to insects,
Yeah.
but they release these chemicals that mess with the other plants.
So it's really about finding those weeds that are both good looking.
And well-behaved.
Yes. that play well with others.
Exactly.
And maybe even challenge our whole idea of what is a good plant or a bad plant.
Right. It's all about perspective.
I love that. This deep dive is really making me rethink my whole approach to gardening.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I always thought I had to have this perfectly weed-free garden.
Yeah, the perfect lawn, right?
Yeah, but maybe that's not the only way.
There's beauty in the imperfections.
I'm liking this new perspective.
Me too.
Yeah.
What about you? Would you ever consider incorporating some weeds into your garden?
You know what? After all this,
Yeah.
I think I might actually try it.
It's like finding that hidden gem.
Yeah. It's like one person's trash is another person's treasure, right?
Exactly. And maybe it's time we all start looking at weeds a little differently.
With fresh eyes.
Yeah, with a new perspective.
And you know what's funny? Even the word weed.
It's so negative, right?
It is. Like, what even is a weed? Who decides?
That's all about context, isn't it?
Right. Like dandelions, people have such strong opinions about them.
I know. Some people hate them, some people love them.
For some, they're a pest. For others, they're, like you said, food or medicine.
Or even just a pretty flower, you know?
It's all about how you see it.
It really is.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes you think.
If we can find value in something as simple as a dandelion,
Imagine what else we might be overlooking.
that's a great point. Like, what other things do we just dismiss without a second thought?
Right. What other weeds are out there just waiting to be discovered?
That's a great question for our listeners to think about.
Hidden treasures are in their own backyards, you know?
This has been a really fascinating deep dive.
I know, it's really changed my perspective.
Mine too. So to wrap things up, I think the biggest takeaway is to be open to new possibilities.
Challenge those assumptions.
And remember, there might be more to weeds
Or anything, really.
than we think.
More beauty, more utility, more to discover.
Well said. So to all our listeners, thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Be sure to check out that blog post on kingandbang.org. It's got some great photos.
And while you're at it, take a look around your own yard.
You never know what you might find hiding in plain sight.
Happy gardening, everyone. We'll see you next time.